How much better is the new iPadOS 26 compared to iPadOS 18? Well, Apple just had their WWDC and they blew my mind away, fixing so many things that I asked for years. And in front of me, I have the smaller size iPad Pro here, but I think that the larger size iPads are really gonna be useful with these updates. But the crazy thing is, even the smaller, cheaper iPads get these fixes. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. And right here, you guys can see that first page that pops up when you update your software, and it gives you the ability to select the windowed apps. So I'm gonna hit continue here. And right away, we see some of that liquid glass. So let's jump to this home page. And it's interesting, I see some of these new icons that they have updated, but overall, it doesn't look like that big of a difference. Now, here I have that iPad Air on its keyboard. Now, if I pull down a notification center, you guys can see that older style, whereas over here, everything else stays, but we have this translucent design. Now, I don't know if I love it that much because in certain cases it can be a little bit distracting, but that's the first change. And the second change I wanna point out is with the cursor. On iPadOS 18, which is the current one, you see this little circle that kind of morphs and magnetizes to these icons. It's larger than your standard cursor that you would have on a Mac. But moving over to iPadOS 26, we have this new cursor that is a lot smaller. It still makes the icons larger, but it works just like you have on a Mac, which is excellent. And it's a lot more fine of a point, which is great. And a big reason for this is this right here. Let me go ahead and open up the calendar on both. This one's a more fresh setup one, but here you have your regular iPad app, but take a look at this. When I go up with this new cursor to the top of the screen, bam, right there, we have a new menu bar that pops up and we have File, Edit, View, Window, just like on a Mac. And this is awesome because it allows you to quickly and easily get to something. Look, we got calendar settings right here, bam. You don't have to go open the app, find it. That is just so quick and easy, and I don't know why they waited so long, but I'm so glad that it is here. And you can find this across a bunch of Apple applications. I have iMovie opened up right here, and other app creators, developers will be able to use this compared to just being stuck with whatever is here, trying to go through the different settings on old iPadOS. Now, jumping into the second change, probably the biggest, I'll go back to my calendar here. With iPadOS 18, you can go ahead and I can do split view. So let's go over on this side. I gotta choose another app. Let's just go with iMovie because I have it and it says it's not supported. Never mind, you don't wanna do that. You have Stage Manager, which we can enable, but let's just open up something else. There we go, and here you can actually just go between a third, 2/3, and swap through that way, which we've had for a while. Now, with iPadOS 26, let's try it out. Look at that, guys. How good is that? Set it to whichever size you want. Bam, right there. I can go place that right here. Let's try iMovie. I'm curious if this will let me do it. It does, there you go. You got iMovie set up, and I can place that however I would like to do that. And then now let's go open something else. Let's do our calculator. I can make this small. And the cool thing is I can just quickly swap between these, just like on a Mac. Whereas here I have two things set up. Now, of course, let's enable Stage Manager. And now I have my photos right here. I'm swapping the calendar back and forth like this, go to my settings. And I don't know about you guys, I don't know what you think about this, but I never loved Stage Manager. I prefer native, more desktop-like setups like this, and check out the other capabilities. If I go ahead and I minimize my calendar, right? I can go up, hit calendar, bam. It actually keeps this saved exactly how you had it, just like on a Mac. And if you connect an external display, you could do the same exact thing, which is awesome, but it doesn't stop there. And now, since the iPad Pro got the biggest iPadOS redesign ever, it is perfect for drawing and everything else, and our sponsor Paperlike has their Screen Protector 2.1, which softens reflections by using tiny microbeads called nanodots, giving you feedback for your Apple Pencil so it feels like you're actually writing on paper, which nano texture doesn't do. So you end up with the best writing and drawing experience on the iPad with Paperlike. The nanodots are also soft enough to reduce wear and tear on your Apple Pencil tip, extending its lifespan for longer lasting use. It's super easy to install, giving you a flawless, bubble-free experience that basically shields your iPad from scuffs, scratches, and smudges. And Paperlike supports all of the current and recent iPad models with a perfect fit for each one. So order Paperlike for iPad today by using the link in the video description below. On iPadOS 18, if I turn off Stage Manager, let me go ahead and go to this option. I can go full screen, and then I can select slide over or split view. Here, check this out. I have all these options, so I can even go, bam, check that out right there. It split everything up into 4 sections. Now I could probably resize these, maybe make it a little bit smaller. And this is interesting because this is the 11-inch. Obviously the screen's not that big. And iMovie, it's struggling to go into a little square, but let me grab this iPad and take a look at this right here. I have 4 applications open, and I even have my calculator hovering, and I can move my calculator wherever I want to. I can flip between these different windows and just multitask. And then you guys saw, I was able to just go right to the desktop right there. I'm calling it the desktop now. I can easily open up another application like the new Journal app, which just hit iPadOS 26 and was not available on iPadOS 18. So now looking at this is just so limited. I can also move up and pause right there to see all my different applications. I can go right to the desktop. So it's easy to find what you have open here. Now you can still do that kind of split view style, but you have much more control with the sizing that you want here going through. And then if I want to, I can still go in here and look at that. I can even just go through and switch on this side. I mean, this is amazing. You do whatever you want to do. And now let's just go in and close all these like that. And now let's jump into the Files app here. And let me switch to the new list view that they updated. So I'm gonna go to List and take a look at that right here. On iPadOS 18, we have this simple view. Here, you already see some more details. I can actually move in here and let's scoot that over. So that's our main detail. Let's select by size. Okay, let's do by, they're all folders here. So as you guys can see, there's extra things you can add, but another difference is on iPadOS 18, I would have to, bam, go into the folder, then I could see this B-roll. If I go over here, I can actually tap and stay in that folder just on macOS and see all of these clips that I have. Also, if I hold Shift here, it's gonna open that up right away. Let me see if I can go and select it down. It's not doing what I want. Now let's try over here. I'm gonna hold Shift. I could select all of those and then right click, and I have different actions that I could do. That is so nice to see. Now with iPadOS 18, I can drag something. I could do a split view to move stuff over with different applications. It's cumbersome. Add to dock. Bam. And right here, you guys could see my folder is pinned in here. Let's open the whole folder. It opens it up right there. And I can easily grab a clip like that. Let's see if I can toss it in here. Maybe, maybe not. I guess not. Remember, this is the first beta, came out today. But that is so cool to see. And another brand new app is the Preview app from Mac. So here I'm in Files, click on it, automatically takes up the whole screen. Here I'm selecting it, hit the space bar, bam, my clip is playing right there. But it's not only that, because if I go in here, I can hit the preview application right here. I can open up this image right here that I just grabbed. And here you have markup, you have just different tools which you can do things with. I can also go ahead and adjust things. You can sign documents. You can export in different ways. There's a bunch of stuff that you could do, which makes iPadOS 26 with your iPad much more like a Mac experience. And take a look at this with the iPadOS 18. You have your regular settings, right? And most of the things will open up with default apps, but with 26, you have this open with function, and I can actually go in. Right now I have iMovie, so it could open up with iMovie, but if you have videos, you have images, certain documents, you can default it to a certain application, which is gonna save you time right there. Now, I don't have any microphones hooked up right now, but if you're working with external devices, you can actually select different microphones for different applications. Apple showed that off, which is cool. Much more of a pro device. Also be able to download full quality copies of your FaceTimes, Zooms, if you're doing a podcast. And another cool thing, if you're exporting a video, say in DaVinci, you can actually have that be done in the background. I don't have it installed right now. I just set this up, got the beta, but that was an issue that I complained about for a while. Compared to a Mac, you can't multitask with many things because it would just either pause it or crash the app. My son complains about that often because he does a lot of his stuff on an iPad. So cool to see that iPadOS 26 finally makes iPads a computer and iPad Pros a pro device. Now, there are other things that I complained about, which I will be testing over the next week. I'm gonna be using an iPad instead of a Mac. So if you guys wanna know a lot more details and things that Apple did not mention just in their briefing that I showed off here, make sure you guys are subscribed. I will find out other things that I complained about, see if those are fixed secretly, and anything else that pops up, I'll give you guys a review after 1 week. So make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. This has been Max, and I'll see you guys in the next video.